How is everyone doing? I love how it's always the same people here right in the beginning. Genuine empathy is always the first one to comment. I love it. Appreciate all you guys. If anyone wants me to review their charts, post, go in the Discord and post in charts and levels. I'll review your charts. All right, I'm going to start to do this more often. Okay, charts levels under market insights above market talk. You can go ahead and post your chart here and I'll review it if you have any questions. Okay. So, yesterday, solid move, right? We opened up right below 407.38, which was its previous support, right? Figured it would act as a resistance, and we did exactly that, right? Took puts here, ended up taking profits at this 405 level, and then the runners at 405, and then we reversed right at the 405 level, which was also the highest gamma level, right? One thing to mention for the gamma levels, let me pull it up. Right here is what it looks like, right? You don't need to update it every single second, right? You only need to update it every 20 to 30 minutes or so, right? It's not going to change that much. Just type in SPX and it will load, right? It's off right now because the market's closed, but you don't need to type in the date, right? It's the date's there, right? It's going to be for 0 DTE, and it's really best for SPX, right? Everything else doesn't really, really apply. It does, but not to hour trading. All you have to do is that, right? And don't refresh it every, 5 seconds, because then it's probably not going to load. Or it will like change the scale if you change the date or something. Yeah, right. It's going to look like this if you change the date. But just so everyone knows, just right, refresh, SPX, enter, and that's it. Okay. And you only need to do that, every 10 to 20 to 30 minutes, right? It doesn't need to be, refreshed every few seconds or minutes. Blast is working on a video. It's best to just wait for the video. Okay. So what am I looking at today? Well, first, Meta is up 14% here in pre-market based off earnings yesterday. Right, they're all the way at 240 here. So let's see the levels above here. All right, we have this previous level that might act as a support. And then we have this resistance. And we also got this previous double bottom. All right, so now we have our levels drawn out. 236.86, 244, and 248. Right, if we see a pullback to 236.86 and hold, right, potential shot at just continuing to the upside. But if we break it, we might pull back to 224 or so. Okay, but nice uptrend here. We were at 88 back in November, almost 200%. Right, 816. Yeah, we're over 2. Yeah, we're just about just under 200% from the lows here from November. That's insane. %. Wow. And I want to do the date range again. Here to here. In 174 days. That's crazy. That's nuts. Anyone wants to post their charts and chart levels, go ahead. But let's get on to my thesis for today. I could delete these levels now because it's irrelevant. Okay. So 407.38, big level today, right? Previous resistance, previous support, resistance, right? If we can't break over this, might see some more downside. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Right. If we can't break over this, we're probably going to see some more downside. VIX all over the place yesterday. Extremely choppy. Let's redo the chart. Right, so we have this resistance here. We kind of have the support forming. It's not the cleanest of all. Then we have this resistance, which was a support. Right, this level here, which is going to act as a level of resistance across the board. Okay. So a ton of very choppy, that's for sure. But one thing to know is we're continuing to see these higher and higher lows, right? Higher low, higher low, higher low. We start to form another higher low here. See some more upside, SPY to the downside. Okay. So here's SPY, right? Looking to see if we can get over 407.38. If we do, we'll probably see a move back up to the zone here around 409. Okay. Qs. All right, here are the Qs. Solid chart, right? We have this resistance, right? Rejected once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Now we're up 1.1% here in pre-market, right? If this double top can hold, right, 314.97 or just 315 to round it off, right? We should see continued upside. Okay, looks pretty solid. If everyone can drop a like on the video, I'd appreciate it. I want to see if we can get over 100 today. All right, so SPY, Qs, VIX we covered. Apple. Redo the chart. Apple has this clean level. All right, we've rejected a few times now. Now, this neckline we broke, right? Previous support, acted as support, acted as support. We opened below, reclaimed it, kind of hovered right beneath it, faked everyone out. Right now we're just still in this range. What's up, Bino? No worries. No worries to be sorry. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask. Apple looks pretty decent. If we can break over 165.28, I think we see that continuation to this resistance above. Oops. Around 166.3, right? Which is this previous resistance. And we rejected it again perfectly on the 25th. This one you're talking about, I'm assuming, like this. Yeah, it's like a big wedge or big flag. What's going on, Avi? We probably pulled back right to the 0.5 too. Yeah, so look. 0.5, 618 golden zone, right? And we're starting to bounce right off this zone, which is a common level where we see reversals. They both have Apple. Sweet. Indicators that I'm using, the BT cloud. BT cloud is the same as every algo that everyone promotes. Right? People will just put a buy and sell signal on the cloud flips and call it an algorithm. Just so you guys know. Right? We can include it too, but it's kind of irrelevant. Right? Like this would be a buy signal. This would be a sell signal. Right? And people could use it on, a 10-minute or so. Right? Buy, sell, right? It could work in your favor. Not always, but buy, sell, buy. Right? This little cloud flip sell would potentially work, but you'd be faked out. Right, sell, you'd just be chopped back and forth. So, maybe it would work. 15-minute. Yeah, let's get to 100 likes. Let's continue. I'm getting sidetracked here. I'm reading the comments. Okay, so there's Apple, right? Watching 165.28. If we can't get through that, we're probably going to pull back to this zone here. Tesla, right? Tesla, huge sell-off through this double bottom, right? Previous support, acted as support, and breaks through. Right, breaks through, huge downside, pullback, and then sees continuation to the downside. All right, looks very, very weak. I'm gonna use my challenge account to grow so people with small accounts. See, that's the thing, right? You don't need a specific number in your account to trade properly. You could trade properly with a $500 account. Right, that's a huge misconception, right? A lot of people think, oh, I just want to, go all in until I get to 10,000 or until I get to 5,000, right? And then they say, I'll trade properly. It's not how it should work, right? You should be trading properly from day one. Build your habits on a small account. That way, if you do make a mistake, you only lose a little bit, right? But, I see it all the time. People say, let me just get to 10,000 and then I'll trade properly. Then they get to 10,000 by YOLOing their account if they get lucky. And then they say, let me just get to 20,000. Let me just get to 30,000, right? Greed becomes a huge factor. Huge, huge factor. You don't know how many times I've seen it, right? I've mentored thousands of people at this point. And I've heard it hundreds and hundreds of times. But Tesla 154.76 was his previous gap, right? We dipped below, created this double bottom. Now 153.21 is a double bottom. Most likely going to see some downside today. Whoops. Right to this level here, around 146. Big zone down below. So definitely takes a while to stop trading with emotion. A long time. Long time. Right? Everything involves emotion. right? Like, you know, even if you're going to invest in, everyone's scared of risk, right? You tell someone you trade options, they say, "Oh, that's risky. Oh, that's risky." You know, you tell someone, "Oh, I'm gonna buy a property." Oh, that's risky. I don't want to do that. That's risky. People are afraid of risk, right? Everything's risky in life. You got to take calculated risk, right? You have a plan, you take the risk, right? Real estate, you got to make sure you run the numbers. If the numbers work out, you take the risk, right? You walk outside your front door today, there's a risk. I always like to tell people that, right? Everything is risk. You can get fired from your job. There's a risk, right? There's a risk with everything. Right? As long as you're taking calculated risks, it's fine, right? Make sure it works out numbers wise. I got my coffee. My machine's working. Tastes good. NVIDIA. Sitting right at this resistance. Not really my favorite chart. It's been just in this range, right? Rejected twice again, right? Quadruple top here. Bounced multiple times off this zone. So we've just been trading within this zone here, back and forth. Okay. So, you know, this is actually breaking this kind of, right, previous support, resistance, resistance, resistance. It's kind of breaking this little zone here, and it might push back up. Need to keep an eye on that. Meta, right? We covered that. Amazon, sitting at the highs here. 109.23. I wonder where we went in pre-market. Yeah, so we could watch 109.23. We haven't even touched it in pre-market yet. We've just been slow grind up. But we saw these higher and higher lows, lower highs, consolidation. Right? We also have a gap fill to around 110 plus. Right? And then 114. Right, so just make sure you note all those levels so you're aware of where potential rejection could take place. AMD just still looks terrible. Can I chart Netflix? Yep. Give me a second. I'm just going through my list. BA, no. BABA, no. FRC is seeing incredible downside. Right, we were at 15 or 16, and now we're at 5. Rivian kind of looks pretty decent if it can hold these lows. Right, kind of forming a base here. Support, support, support. Right, they are lower and lower, but it's starting to form, right, this wedge. Right, so this might start to, you know, break back up to the upside soon. Coin, double bottom here. Right, you just have to trade the plan. Right, plan the trade, trade the plan. Don't let your fear get in the way. Yeah, just looked at BABA, but it's just nothing special. CVS, no. Microsoft, hovering around up here. Square, no thanks. Netflix. What strike did he take? Let's see. Did he take it on the challenge account? Or the regular account? Let me check. Okay, so he took it on the 500 challenge. Netflix 330 call. Up here. So let's see. I'm assuming he was looking at this wedge. Kind of got like a fake breakdown here. Most touches would be right here. Overall, it's probably in between the 0.5. Right, so we got that 0.5 bounce. We're creating higher and higher lows, lower and lower highs. So he's probably looking for a bounce right in this zone. Off to 330. All right, look where we bounced to. All right, this previous resistance is now acting as a support. And this zone here is an important level too. All right, we're at a big level here. All right, previous resistance acted as resistance, acted as support. Huge consolidation, acted as support, acting as support. All right, so if this holds and we can break through 325.88, we should see a move to 330 plus. All right, so risk to reward's pretty solid. All right, enter here, stop loss right below, price target up here. All right, so he's playing like a bottom reversal, which always offers the best risk to reward. Okay, so that's pretty much everything. Probably going to keep an eye on SPY, right? Because I like trading 0 DTE. Gonna probably, if we reject this level, right, I'm going to look for puts for a move back down to the low. Right, if we break above, I'm going to see if we, can hold here and see what else is going on here within, all the other names. Always going to keep an eye on VIX. If we reclaim this 18.24 level, right, means SPY is potentially going to move further down. Right, we have a huge room below that's going to act as support. Right, all this price action that we chopped back and forth, probably it's going to take a lot to push through, meaning, right, SPY to the upside is going to be tough. But we'll see. We'll see. Right, always have a plan. If you don't have a plan, good luck. What questions does everyone have? Ask me questions, not about a chart, but about, a problem that you're having, or anything trading related, of course, but something that, you've been wondering or something. Grab my water while you guys type that out. Give me 1 second. I'm back. Another point. So 4 minutes to market open. I'm starting a real estate Discord. Just to build connections and have people connect to each other. People can bounce ideas off each other. It's gonna be just open to the public. Right, so maybe we could start a cool community or something, right, of all traders. So if you guys want to join, let me know. I'll post a link, but we're building it, and maybe we'll turn it into something big, right? We could all do real estate together. So let me know. Right, it'd be pretty cool to start speaking with traders who are in real estate. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. If you have trouble holding long, make sure you have a plan, right? If you don't have a plan with a price target and a stop loss, that's the first problem. And make sure you're sizing correctly. If you're size too big, you're going to have a problem holding long. You always see green, take green even before price target, but can't say the same for losses, right? Because that's, again, right? You're probably size too big and you don't have a plan. If price breaks through supply and demand zone, then next day returns back to those levels. Is that a supply? Yeah, for sure. All right, so let me post. So here is the Discord. I'm calling it Cash Flow Millionaires. It's kind of cool. And I'm writing this course right now. It's gonna look like this. And here are all the modules: selling, wholesaling, for financing. And I'm writing the courses right now. But right now, all you'll see is introductions, general, and listing deals. All right, we're building everything now. So I'll invite everyone to it. All right, I added a thing for roles. That you could select investor or agents, right? We're trying to just build it for people to make more money. So let me invite everyone. Let me send the invite here. You have 7 industrial warehouse property portfolio for sale. ESM, send me the details. Message me on Discord or Twitter. I'd be curious to see it. All right, the good thing is I also have a ton of connections. I know a ton of real estate investors. So it can't hurt, right? I know a ton of guys with over 1,000 units. But there you go. You can join that. Looking forward to seeing you guys there. And market just opened. So I'm going to head over to the Discord and I will see you guys in voice chat. Thanks everyone for